I have my list, so y'all, let's get into it. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Quita, your fellow traveling baddie, and today y'all, we're gonna be getting into some cruise essentials. I'm telling y'all, walking around with your head cut off, looking for what you need. This is gonna be a complete list of things that people forget on their cruise. Okay, essential number one is your first aid kit. You might think you don't need that on vacation, but I'm gonna let you know now you need it, because I was in Jamaica with my foot bust open and I needed that first aid kit. Okay, so for your first aid kit, you're gonna get either some band-aids or you can get the bandage spray. That's what I have. You can also get some antihistamine or anything for like bug bites or anything like that. You can get you some topical cortisol. I use that for any like bites I get while I'm on vacation. Also with that, you also want to pack like your medicines. You could pack you some Tylenol. I haven't even used this. I had this for the last 2 cruises. You could pack Tylenol. Yes, they do sell it on the boat, but why would I pay there for more when I can just bring you with me? Also bring you like some seasick medicine. They also have like the tabs that you can put behind the ear. Now I've never experienced any seasickness, but it does happen, so I'd rather you be prepared than be lacking. So just bring that. Suffer with vertigo, please bring your vertigo medicine or any prescription medicines that you have. And since I'm talking about kits, let's get into that hangover kit, because that is a necessary. Like, I slept on that for so long, but for this next cruise that I have coming up next month actually, you're going to need your hangover kit, especially if you got that drinking package. Because you're telling me you just drunk 15 drinks and you didn't get prepared for the next day. That's crazy. So get you some liquid IV. You can drink that either before you start throwing the drinks back or the next day. Either way, it's going to help you out, I promise. Or you can get you some goody powder, some Advil. Please take this before you start drinking. It can also be used after, of course, but before it's always better, because it's going to heal you for the next day. Okay? And if you really throwing them back like that, you can bring you some Pedialyte on the boat. Okay? So remember that. Next, I'm going to recommend that you bring some sunscreen and some bug spray, because listen, that top deck, that Lido deck and up, you're going to be burning. So I got this. This is the Banana Boat Sport Ultra. This is SPF 30. But I honestly want to invest in some better sunscreen. I want SPF 50, okay? Yes, black people, you do need sunscreen. This is some bug spray. This is just a regular off. This is a family care insect repellent. So you want to keep these on deck. So now that we have the important stuff out the way, let's get into it. My number one thing I always pack is a fan. This can be like a, where them fans at type of fan, the paper fan, or one of these with the motor inside that you can recharge up. You gonna need it, baby. Day one, you're gonna need it, unless it's like a winter cruise, but you're going to need this. But I honestly want to upgrade. My friend sent me another one that actually you could turn up the fan and everything. I want that. So and next, let's get into water bottles. I'm always bringing me some type of tumbler on the ship, because those small cups never do the job. And I also love to use water bottles for when I'm getting off the ship to go to my excursions. Sometimes you be riding so long on those buses that you be thirsty, you be dehydrated by the time you get to your destination. So I like to keep me a little water bottle with me full of water and ice, so I'm never just dying out there, okay? I like to go with something this size. I don't like to use my Stanleys. I need to tear this off. On my last cruise, my mom got us all these. These was like $4 at Walmart, so we all got ones different colors. Of course, remember when you're going through TSA, baby, you cannot have liquids, because I had to throw away my ice because I had liquids in it. So don't do that. You can use this once you do pass TSA and you want to go refill it at one of the water stations. You can do that. But I love to use this, especially when I'm getting off that ship, because I be dehydrated, okay? Get you something small, cute like this, or you can go smaller. But those little baby cups that they be having at the Lido station, that's not gonna do it for me. Big Mama needs her a cup. The Stanleys are too big to me, but if that's your tea, then go ahead and do that. This is another fan favorite. A lot of people like to use the magnetic hooks. So I'm going to place a picture here so you can know what I'm talking about. There are these little small magnetic hooks that you can stick to your room, to the stateroom walls. Once you stick them to the wall, you can hang up your swimsuit, hang up a bag. They're really sturdy. I just don't use them because I usually just hang all my stuff up in the closet. But if you have like 3 or more people in your room, this is very helpful just to maximize your storage, okay? So for my girls that like to wear linen, or you like to wear anything that has structure to it, baby, you cannot bring that steamer on that boat. No. And all of the irons are like spread out around the ship. So this is my secret to keep everything looking wrinkle free. I love this. This is the Downy Wrinkle Release. I set it out, spray it. By the time I'm ready to get dressed, the wrinkles are gone. And this is really affordable, so this is what I use. Okay, let's get into some of the comfort items that I would recommend. I would recommend bringing a jacket. I usually just bring a small jean jacket, and I wear that at night because at night in the ship, like on the inner side, it gets really chilly. It'd be cold, y'all. I'm telling you. That's number 1 of my cozy tips, just to stay comfortable. Number 2, bring you some comfortable shoes. Like when you're not trying to get your looks off and you just run around the ship, bring you some comfy shoes. I recommend some sneakers, or if you don't like sneakers on vacay, you could always do like some, I think they're called Chivas. I'm just going to put some selections here. I like to wear like slides, but not the thin ones. They have to have that thick. They have to look orthopedic. But no, they literally have to have some support because my feet is fat and flat, okay? So bring some comfortable shoes. Make your trip comfortable for you because you're going to be there for a while if you do more than 3 days, of course. Bring you a multi-plug. You cannot bring that long cord. What is it called? You cannot bring the extension cord on Carnival no more. They have banned that. But you can get the little small box plug that has the spots for it. So I recommend that if you have a lot of people in your room, because it's only 2 plugs. And if you have hot tools, you have cameras to charge, you have phones to charge, it's just annoying, honestly. Next item I'm going to recommend, bring you some cleaning supplies. When I say cleaning supplies, of course it's going to have to be travel size, but bring you some Lysol wipes, some Clorox wipes. You can do like a little spray. You can bring you some poopery. I'm trying to think of all the cleaning supplies that I could recommend. Scrubs, some gloves for your cleaning, because sometimes they're flipping those rooms over so fast that you can't even, it's not well cleaned. I promise to you. They're trying to get to the next one. So that detailed cleaning that you need, especially if you have a super long stay, just go on to clean it yourself. Even if you do a basic wipe down, that's better than nothing. Okay. Next on the list is a lanyard for your cruise card. But for some ships, they do have the wristbands. But I've only cruised Carnival. I'm a Carnival girl. I need to adventure out, but I'm a creature of habit. So I'm not a lanyard girl. You know what I do? I get my card and I put it right behind my phone. And it stays there the whole time. When I need it, I redo this because I just don't like the look of a lanyard. But if you don't really care, go off, queen. My last item that I would recommend is bringing some packing cubes. This is one of the packing cubes from the set I have, but the set comes with 5 packing cubes. And with the packing cubes, it makes your packing so easy, and it helps get it settled in your room so easily because you can actually organize everything that you have. Your stuff is not just spread everywhere. But those are my little cruise essentials that I recommend for your next cruise, so you can have everything in one spot. You're prepared, babe. You're not running around that ship looking for the things you need. So let me know down below any cruise essentials that I forgot. so we can put them in the next video. So thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, go ahead and like the video, and I'll see you next time. Now you packed all the fire fits, all the drinks, all the snacks, but you forgot some of these cruise essentials, and that's why you're walking around with your head cut off looking for the things you need on the ship.